Lawyers are held to a special set of ethics to help ensure that their clients receive the best representation possible. In Akron Bar Association versus Fortado, we'll see what happens after a lawyer violated professional conduct rules and began a sexual relationship with a client. In 2011, M, an unnamed woman, hired Matthew Fortado to represent her in a civil case. Months later, while Fortado was still representing M, Fortado and M began a consensual sexual relationship. In 2012, M's case was settled. In 2014, M and Fortado ended their intimate relationship. Both Fortado and M remained friendly, and Fortado represented M in two other civil cases. However, in 2016, M fired Fortado. The Akron Bar Association filed a complaint against Fortado for violating Ohio's Professional Conduct Rule 1.8J. This conduct rule states that lawyers may not solicit or engage in sexual activity with a client unless a consensual sexual relationship existed prior to the start of the attorney-client relationship. Fortado admitted he violated the rule and that he was wrong to enter into a relationship with M while he was representing M. Fortado fully cooperated in all proceedings. In a consent to discipline agreement with the Akron Bar Association, Fortado agreed that an appropriate sanction would be a conditionally stayed one-year suspension. This meant that Fortado could continue to practice law because his suspension was stayed or paused as long as he didn't engage in additional misconduct while serving the suspension. The Board of Professional Conduct rejected the consent to discipline agreement and initiated a hearing. The parties submitted similar stipulations to what was used for the consent to discipline agreement. The board heard from character witnesses for Fortado who testified that he was truthful and an excellent attorney. The board also noted that Fortado had previously been suspended for 2 years in 1996 for issues unrelated to sexual conduct. To aid in determining Fortado's sanction, the board evaluated 11 similar cases involving sexual relations between attorneys and clients. After reviewing the cases, the board found that attorneys who violated the conduct rule typically got suspensions that ranged from 6 months to 2 years. The board recommended that Fortado receive a 1-year suspension, with only 6 months of the suspension conditionally stayed on no additional misconduct. Fortado objected and argued that the board erred when it rejected the consent to discipline agreement and recommended a partially stayed suspension. The Ohio Supreme Court reviewed the board's recommendation.